Change has come to America.
Believe it. Help is on the way.
Knock, knock.
A noble cause, no doubt. A cause for which I have great sympathy and support. But a cause for which the Constitution does not sanction or approve of. Now, we could ask, as Davy Crockett did, if each member of the Senate would like to contribute individually to Ukraine. But of course, that would simply serve to demonstrate the enormity of the gift.
He's a psycho, man. He really is. I mean, government is there for a reason. It's to do the things we can't do by ourselves individually. That's the reason why we have a government, okay? Please make a note of it. Rand. Thank you very much. So we can't spend money here on Americans because inflation, you know, right? And we can't spend money on a emerging democracy that's being invaded and erased off the planet simply for being a democracy. I mean, they make no sense. They're just opportunists is all they are. And then, you know, they put an amendment that he wanted on the floor and attached it to the $40 billion. His objection to the $40 billion was he wanted an inspector general to oversee the money, which is, you know, legitimate. So legitimate that it actually was in the bill. Yes, it was in the bill. Well, they said, fine, because it's in the bill, we'll accept your amendment. Now let's vote. And then he objected to his own damn amendment. That's what an opportunist looks like, okay? And the beautiful thing is we have somebody who gives a damn about Kentucky as the Democratic nominee to unseat Rand after, you know, 12 years. 12 years of this nonsense. 12 years of him doing absolutely nothing for Kentuckians. Mitch McConnell either. Mitch McConnell doesn't serve Kentuckians. Mitch McConnell serves Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell serves the party. Mitch McConnell is the majority leader because Mitch McConnell raises money for the party. That's what makes Mitch McConnell so powerful. They know the checks will keep coming. Mitch McConnell is a prolific corporate fundraiser. And they are so disingenuous, so completely fraudulent in their claim to love their state or to love this country. They're not loyal to this country. They're not loyal to this state that they are from. They're loyal to their own power, their own reelection, their own ability to climb up the power ladder like Mitch McConnell has. And they do it on your back. They literally use you, Kentuckians, as footstools. It's really sad. And everybody knows the script. It's the same old script. It's just like the script that we saw in Buffalo, okay? Somebody, in Buffalo, when we have a hate crime, when we have somebody who feels they're being replaced by black people, so much so that he has to drive 200 miles to find one, to find a black person to kill, right? I mean, when you realize how crazy people have become in this country based on the lies that they are steadily fed by right-wing lunatic fringe media and right-wing lunatic fringe candidates and right-wing lunatic fringe House members and senators, so much so that they will drive to the Comet Ping Pong and Pizza Parlor to, shoot up the joint from North Carolina because they believe that Hillary Clinton is running a pedophile ring out of the Comet Pizza Ping Pong Parlor basement, and the place doesn't even have a basement. When you get to the ironic parts of these stories, with this guy, it was he had to drive 200 miles to find a black. Okay. So when you actually drill down on the craziness of it, there's a script, and everybody knows it because they've been through it so many times. And the script goes something like this. Tiller the baby killer, Comet Ping Pong Parlor, pedophile ring, Hillary Clinton, pedophile ring, racism, the replacement theory, they're replacing you, brown people are replacing you, George Soros, the Jew, the elite globalists are hiring or somehow getting black people to kill white people so that they can all replace you, right? Crazy, crazy stuff. And then the guy realizes that there are no Jews and there are no black people around him to the point where he has to drive hours and hours to find black people to kill. And then, of course, he's taken alive. So what does that signal to everyone who knows the script? It signals he's white. Because if that was a black kid, that had gone and shot up anything at all. Just like if those were black people that were up at the Capitol that were trying to overthrow the government that day, oh my God, it would have been a bloodbath. The fact that this kid was taken alive, we all knew he was white. And the fact that Fox News perpetuates the myth and the lie and the disingenuous, hatred and resentment and all that stuff over and over and over again. Then when something happens like, Dr. Tiller is killed in his church, or this kid goes and, shoots up a supermarket that they had to literally beg to get in East Buffalo because no one wanted to open up a supermarket in East Buffalo because it's black, Okay, and so finally in 2003, they got this Tops company to open up a supermarket. They loved that supermarket. That supermarket was like their meeting place. It was like the place where you could go and not have to worry about being shaken down by police officers. I mean, it's so repressive, but everybody knows the script. And then after the guy is taken alive and everybody goes, oh, white shooter, how to be a white shooter, to the point where I was able to tweet out minutes after I heard the story. I bet this guy's got a manifesto. Boom, there's the manifesto. That's how knowable the script is. And then, of course, Fox News is going to get on Fox News, and they're going to deny that they were responsible for hatred. They're going to deny that they were responsible for repeating over and over again, this is your enemy, this is your enemy, this is your enemy, go get the enemy before the enemy gets you, right? And that's exactly what happens. That is their playbook. Well, in Kentucky, there's a playbook too, just like there's a playbook in Alabama and Mississippi. There's a playbook, and everyone knows it.
His playbook is racism. Rand Paul single-handedly blocked the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act from becoming law because he doesn't think racism exists anymore. Rand Paul said he would oppose the Civil Rights Act because he didn't want businesses being required to serve people that look like my mama or my daughters. Man, this guy is dangerous.
Yes.
A lot of people laugh at Rand Paul. I need you to know he is cutting that thread that democracy is hanging on right now. Mm-hmm. We know Mitch McConnell's whacking it with an axe, but I need you to know that Rand Paul's cutting that thing too. And when we beat him, we're gonna make sure that Mitch McConnell is never the majority leader again.